Okay.
But it's funny.
Harmful capabilities of AI that developers did not intend is disingenuous. Sorry, wait, there it is.
Fucking hell.
Sorry. Harmful capabilities of AI that developers did not intend, in inverted commas, is disingenuous and naive at best. All AI development, especially those around / for human and social affairs, is harmful until proven otherwise.
That's nonsense. That's like saying everyone's a murderer until you're proven innocent. And the
Everyone's guilty until not guilty.
Yeah, like it's fucking stupid.
Isn't that this innocent? Oh, it's innocent and proven until.
It's innocent. Yeah. So what they're saying is, right? Okay, every development now is harmful until it's proven.
Every development.
How do you prove something's not harmful? It fucking.
These are big threads.
I tell you what,
Academic Trash retweeted it.
Yeah.
As almost as if like they agree.
Because this whole thing about AI.
So they're saying should we treat everything new? Okay, while you're doing that, should we be treating stuff that's coming on like a new version of ChatGPT as harmful until someone can prove this is not harmful?
No, why would you do that? That's like saying, right, we'll treat electric cars as harmful. Someone would go, you're fucking stupid.
I suppose, to play devil's advocate, that one of the reasons why they're saying we should preemptively do this is because, for example, electric cars, there's no threat which has been sort of theorized, if you like, by mainstream academics and people.
Yeah, but the people theorizing the threats with AI are the people invested in its development. I.e., for example, one of the biggest voices at the minute with this really fucking great mindset, one of the biggest voices at the minute for AI regulation is that Sam Altman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, the owner of OpenAI. He's fucking. That'd be like now, right? That'd be like Tesla. Elon Musk, but he's also involved as well, but he's a bellend. That'd be like Elon Musk turning around now and going, I think we should halt we should halt the development of new electric cars. Oh, so we're going to stop.
So the guy who runs OpenAI said we should halt.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's true?
Yes.
I'm going to confirm now. I feel like that's not true.
The guy at OpenAI is saying it's all dangerous and it needs to be stopped, right?
Is that not worrying to you?
No.
That the guy running it has asked for that?
Obviously not. Because they're not stopping development on the new stuff. If he truly, truly, truly believed it, yeah, he'd stop development in his own company. But he's not. It's a thinly veiled thing of.
Why would he come out? I'm just playing devil's advocate. Why would he come out and publicly say about his own things? This is super fucking dangerous.
Because now he's developed it, no one can tell him. No one can undevelop what he's developed, yeah, and he owns it. But open access is catching up. Open access models.
He's worrying about competitors.
So it's a thinly veiled thing of, right, let's put regulation to stop people.
Now that we're ahead.
Now, let's stop people doing what we've done, but we'll keep what we've done.
So that's what you think is going on?
Of course it is. Because when you actually understand how the models work, how can it be dangerous? It's not sentient. It's a fucking model that predicts the next word. Yeah. It's not sentient. It's probability.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental misunderstanding, and these people are doing it for financial gain, and
so
it angers me.
What's his name? Sam
Altman, I think he's name. But then
got a good first name, like.
I agree that there's
downsides. You agree? Yeah.
No,
same.
There's downsides. There's downsides of having these chatbots. Yeah.
Yeah.
But does that mean we should stop it? No.
You don't think the downsides lie within, like, I know what you're saying. You think the downsides lie more like socially, culturally, rather than becoming this sentient fucking animal.
How are we? We don't.
Is that fair?
As Jan Lee Kun says,
yeah,
we don't even have dog level intelligence.
Jan Lee Kuns.
Yeah. Jan Lee Kun, one of the grandfathers of AI or dads of it, whatever.
I remember Ivan mentioning him lots of masters.
As he says, we don't even have dog level sentient AI.
Yeah.
We don't have anything near sentient AI. So why are we fucking worrying like it's going to extinct us? It's an absolute nonsense.
No, I know what you mean. It's like...
It's a nonsense.
That's a good point. Like, it's like saying you're guilty rather than innocent until proven guilty, which sometimes isn't the case. People do get fucking pinned against something.
Well, of course, yeah.
And it's taking that approach and it's saying, like, basically all AI is guilty until proven it's innocent.
I don't understand where... Right,
and that makes sense. Sorry, just to finish that off before you go on that. That Sam Altman has got ahead and now trying to halt everyone else's progression.
So
coming up with
So
this.
if you truly, so this is what really winds me up. If you truly, I've got so many points on this, it really pisses me off. If you truly, truly believed in your product, yeah, you wouldn't say it was dangerous.
Yeah.
And if everything he said is true, so which one's true then, Sam? You've put enough in place to make your stuff not dangerous, and that you've tuned it. It's safe. We've done all this, and the future of AI is dangerous. Which one's true? Because then, if what you're saying is true, yeah, he should have his company taken off him because he's developed a dangerous world-ending tool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can have his company taken off him.
Why not? If you've truly developed something which can extinct human race, which is what they're all fucking trying to say, why shouldn't you be able to have your thing taken off you?
Yeah, I disagree with you there. Not because I don't agree with everything else you said. I disagree with like the binary thinking of it's got to be that or that.
But that's what everyone's saying. You know, you've got to play the binary thinking game because everyone else is playing it.
Yeah.
These people are saying AI is dangerous and it's going to cause the extinction of mankind.
I don't agree with that.
But
I also don't agree with the no threat either.
But there isn't a threat to who? Humankind? How?
I just know. I think my answer is I just don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't want to sit on it. I don't want to sit on a answer. I don't want to say. I don't want to categorically say that all AI produced is harmless, and I don't want to categorically say all AI produced is going to become sentient and kill everyone. I'm somewhere like. I think there could be some danger, even if it's not. Forget the sentient stuff. Even if it's just socially and culturally, as there was with Facebook. But that's not
AI. That's not AI. So let's change AI here with cars. Are cars dangerous? If you've got a car out there,
it depends, doesn't it?
It depends on the person using it.
Yeah.
So is AI dangerous?
Depends on the person using it.
It depends on the person using it. So it's this whole thing. AI. Everyone knows how, in theory, how it works because they've put the theory how this model works. It predicts a token of results based on your input. That's all it does. So these people now trying to say it's this weird tool.
You feel like they don't understand it.
It's being oversold as this fucking crazy thing.
There's people working on what's the word?
Yeah, but people have been working on it.
What's the official word for like sentient? It's not called
AGI.
sentient AI. AGI.
Yeah,
what's that stand
artificial
for?
General Intelligence.
What's the model? It's like reinforcement type stuff.
No, we're nowhere near that.
So, that's what I'm saying. I was going to say there's people working on it though.
But then, here's my entire point. Here's my entire point.
Should there be something in place to say if you're working on this, that's fine? But
no, I don't. No, because now what you're doing, for say for example, right now what you're doing is regulating thoughts. So if you are to now put regulation in on AI development and AI advancement,
I was just playing devil's advocate.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. This is another reason why it gets me. Is you're putting regulation on thought and research.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
For the greater good of humanity.
But it's not though, is it?
I don't know.
Because then we still build...
Sounded cool.
We still build nuclear bombs. We still build machine guns. We still build this. These are tools now which people are trying to... And then, so to get to the point, which when you take it all back and even start at the start, right? 2 years ago, no one was talking about AI.
Oh yeah, it's like come out of nowhere, isn't it? But it's not come out of nowhere for the media. It has.
Yes, but OpenAI, how long's that been going for? It's been going years.
5 years.
So if they were so set on their technology being dangerous, why didn't they stop 4 years ago?
I don't think they were so. I disagree with that because people start off all.
No, I don't.
The saying, lad, and it's so poignant. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
No, but then you ask the question which no one can answer. How are we going to hell on this road?
I don't. Not that, lads. I've already told you. I don't agree with we're going to hell, but I also don't agree with that it's harmless.
But how is it harmful? No, the technology is what I'm trying to say.
No. So it's harm. The use of it could be harmful.
So then you want to regulate use of AI.
I don't know what I want to regulate. I'm asking the question.
So the conversation I'm having.
I'm just a man.
The conversation I'm having with you now is the conversation everyone should be having, but it's not the only rhetoric we hear. Is like I'm with you.
Well, going back to your car point, I suppose we do regulate the use of cars.
Yeah. So what?
So should we be regulating the use of these new technologies?
But then after every car crash and every terrorist attack involving a car, do we make restrictions stronger on getting a car?
Sometimes, yeah.
We don't.
Well, yeah. We
after every incident.
Not after every incident. After major After accumulation of incidents, for example, it's now law that you have to wear a seatbelt 20 years later after an accumulation of incidents. It's now law you can't use a modular device in the car.
I'm not on. I'm on about buying a car. Is it any harder now to buy a car than it was 50 years ago? No, you just go up to someone, give them money, they give you a logbook.
Yeah, sorry, the mechanism to do it.
So it doesn't matter what you do. And then when you're in the car, does the car start if you don't have your seatbelt on? You can still drive without your seatbelt
Yeah,
on.
but you can still also get arrested if you don't have your seatbelt on.
No, I agree, but my point being, it's like...
So should there be regulation on AI use then?
But then how do you regulate AI use in a proper way?
The same way you do with cars. You just stop. You make certain things illegal.
But then this goes back to the whole. If you're for free speech, for example, how can you be for pro AI regulation?
I'm playing devil's advocate, lads. I'm just
no.
Asking questions.
It's this whole. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying this in general now. So we have this full thing where
I'm just
people are
making sure
like,
we get a good podcast.
no, so it's like so people now put forward this thing of, well, people should be able to say and do what they want.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're not allowed to do that. Well, hang on. You've just contradicted your whole entire ethos in like 2 sentences.
GC of Versailles.
I don't. For me, lad, it's just
free speech is separate.
It's not though
from free action, I suppose, if you like, because free speech is because we can't be violent freely, but we're meant to be able to speak freely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't be. Yeah, but again, I don't really believe in free speech. So I don't believe you can say hate speech. Same with actions.
Yeah.
But the point and principle of this thing, that because what's happening now is what always happens in the media. They're turning AI into a monster.
Yeah.
And it really isn't.
My take is to that question specifically. So the specific question is, should everything be treated as harmful until proven not harmful? No, that's just nonsense to say something like that. It's Ryan made a good point. You're not guilty until proven innocent. You're innocent until proven guilty. I'm also, though, I think more so than Ryan, I'm more down the centre is I don't think we should be saying it's going to end the world, nor do I think we should be saying it's going to save the world. I think like with anything that's new, you should be sensible about how you think about it. And it should be, this has got lots of use cases which are amazing. Is the potential in a sensible way, like most problems that people scream about, like no, it seems like there's no one sensible in the centre going, what are the bad outcomes and what are the good outcomes? What could be used? How could this be used in a bad way?
Yeah.
Good point, that could be done. That's a great application for it. You're right there. That could be a bad use case. Someone could get their hands on it and do that. But the point is, the
bad use cases are the use of it. So, for example, you can use it in a bad way.
Yeah.
So the only way to stop that is to stop people using it.
Or is to put in some regulations.
How though?
Well, for example, we are never going to stop people using cars. Therefore, we're never going to stop everyone dying from car crashes. But we can make everyone put seatbelts on to stop the high number of deaths from car crashes.
But the point is,
there's always going to be a few.
Yeah, but you ban people from driving cars, they still drive. So my point is,
maybe you just ban people from using AI.
So if people have such, but how do you ban them truly? So my point is, if people have such a strong opposition to AI, the only solution is to never have AI. It's the only way to stop people using it. Do
you not see a world where, for example, let me think about it.
Well, the only way you can have a world where AI isn't used negatively is to not let people use AI.
So that means that it's always going to be used negatively?
Well, no, because people, like what we were saying before, it depends. People will use it for scams, for deep fakes, for
what happens?
The various means.
So do you think if in 50 years' time, for example, there is sentient AI, is that the moment we say this could be dangerous? What is it for you which AI could become dangerous?
Well, sentient AI is right. So sentient AI is obviously something which should be regulated, right? So because then not even so much if it's dangerous or not. That's like saying you essentially, if you have a true sentient AI, you've created a person.
Yeah, we regulate humans. You can't kill anyone.
Well, of course, yeah. So then I think, but we're not. But this is where
steal peanuts from a peanut shop. That's illegal.
Very true. But then this is where the whole conversation for me gets confused. We're not. This isn't sentient AI.
No, I'm just asking that.
It's clever as I know, but then this is where it gets confused because people are like, "Oh, it's going to be extinction level events."
It is, people. Get excited. Everything
know,
Ryan
man.
just said was complete bullshit. It's gonna kill us all.
It just really was.
Well, that's why I asked you, like, because I knew you were gonna go on a rant like this.
No, because I know, right? For example,
good job you never read the comments. I was reading them all.
No, I
You were
couldn't,
proper.
because the people commenting on AI don't understand it.
Yeah.
And like, for example, I don't really understand how OpenAI have done it, but I can tell you this: if you're a market-leading world researcher in an unregulated area,
Yeah.
and you're calling for regulation in the area and you're at the top, there's only one reason you're doing that:
To stop competitive.
and to make sure you stay at the top.
Yeah.
Because then,
I suppose that was one of. I know you don't like him. That was one of Elon's type comments. Was, if they're so, like, unafraid, if you like, if they're so, why can't they share what they're doing? Why can't we all compete with them? Make it open source.
Well, you'd never make it open. It's a business. You're not going to make it open
I know,
source.
but his point was, like, the OpenAI started with.
And the only reason he's trying to say that is because he backed out of the business. That's the only reason he's saying make it open source.
But the original ethos, which he
salty.
said, was because they wanted. He said what they wanted to do was like the opposite of Google, a non-profit AI-based company which developed AI. And now it's for-profit. It's pretty much Google again. It's closed shop. You can't see what they're doing. So how can you compete? And now the guy who runs it is wanting to put regulation on AI to stop even more competition being had.
I think this whole thing's being blown way, way, way out of proportion for what it is.
Yeah, just use ChatGPT and shut the fuck up.
Like, people are taking it
just get your thesis writ for you.
People are taking it so serious. Like,
to be fair, I'd be fucking fuming if all regulation was put in all of a sudden. ChatGPT couldn't tell me shit, man.
But like, then imagine, right? Random forest changed the game. Just say, for example, machine learning model, right? And then someone goes, going to regulate the development of machine. So basically, what they're trying to say, we're regulating the development of machine learning models. So now you can't use random forest anymore.
But what if random forest did something which the use of random forest was dangerous?
But like, what predicts stuff? But yeah,
no, that's a stupid example.
No, but it's not though, because you can predict now, for example, as people are doing, you can predict people's sexuality based on tweets. That's a dangerous use of machine learning.
So is that? But
so should we ban machine learning?
No, but should we stop people doing certain things with it?
How? So this gets to my whole point. Yes, we should, but we should also stop people killing each other.
You've got the same take on machine learning use as I have on free speeches. How do you do it?
Well, no, because free speech makes sense. If you're being racist or homophobic, you just don't say that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but the point is, you can't police free speech.
I know.
Because if we're sat here now...
So you agree with that? The same way it's hard to police this AI use, it's very hard to police free speech?
No, but I agree in the regulation for free speech. And I agree in that there should be regulation in that... So you get very big sentences for AI-generated crimes, for example. But
same way you do with, like, free speech violations?
Yes, but do I think there should be regulation on AI model development? That is insane.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what had happened now. Because how do you stop the advancement of AI? Well, you stop the model development.
Yeah.
And then who judges that? Who judges, oh, you've crossed the line there in model development? Or does that mean I can't now advance my GTM modeling to potentially do something else? That's an advancement in AI.
Yeah.
Can I then not develop a new layer in TensorFlow? That's an advancement on AI. Where does the regulation come in? Fuck you know.
That's one of my things with free speech. I don't know where to draw the line.
Yeah, but the line is, if you say hateful things, you go to prison.
So where's the line with AI?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So if the thing should be, if you do, but it already exists.
Who decides what's hateful? Who decides what's dangerous in AI?
But dangerous. Like, if you commit a crime where AI was used. So, say, for example, you use AI to mass scam people, yeah? Right? And you can do it at an ungodly rate. There should be bigger fines, and not fines, but bigger penalties in place.
So that,
because you've leveraged that. But that's not development of AI. It's the use.
Yeah.
It's like the use of words.
It's not
like a word. Word, when it's first created, contextually isn't hatred or non-hatred.
So you think AI should be regulated where the use of the AI
well, of course
is
it should.
leading to bad outcomes?
Well, of course, like
more times than it
for example,
isn't.
right, one of the mottos of the highway code, right, speed kills. I can go out and buy a 200-mile-an-hour Bugatti. Well, I mean, I can't, but in theory, someone can. I mean, why do we still keep developing faster cars, even though speed is dangerous?
Because they're fun. Speed kills on a footy.
But-
speed, I love that. Speed. Sorry, taking enough back here. Speed kills, man. Any athlete ever. Hey, people. Oh my God, sorry, I had to say this. Everyone like, oh, he's just fast. So what? Speed kills, man.
Or what is it? What they say on Top Gear? Speed doesn't kill you. It's slowing down very fast. That does.
That does.
No. So going back to that point. So just because people do bad things in cars,
Yeah.
doesn't stop the development of cars.
Cars, yeah. We just put regulations on how fast
Yeah.
you can drive the
So
car.
why should, just because people can do bad stuff with AI, which people are going to do bad stuff with it? As we say, people still
What's the
kill
take
people.
on this then? So this is sort of similar to that, and then we'll move on because this is a long one. Not right. I don't agree. I agree with you. We shouldn't be stopping the development of AI. Should we be allowing people to freely develop what they want, but to accustom the big changes coming for other reasons other than, forget the sentient shite, for stuff like loss of job, should we be saying develop what you want, but just to let you know, anything to do with this comes out,
No,
you can't release it until this year. Anything to do with this, the slow release of technology.
Yeah, because I think that's...
Not slow, controlled release is a better word.
Controlled release in a commercial environment makes sense.
For example, a new chatbot comes out which does another thing which would eradicate a different job. It's we want to slow down, or this is released now.
Because then, again, that's the application of... Because I agree, you can't just make it... You can't make a whole workforce redundant.
So you agree with that then? Like the more controlled release?
I think doing it to make people's lives more efficient should always be adopted. But you can't obviously implement something that's going to change.
Yeah.
Because, as you say, right, we go back to, say, the self-driving cars thing. Say you made all taxi drivers in the entire country out of a job.
Yeah.
What the fucking hell do you do with a whole workforce trained specifically for one job? Where'd you put them?
Only
well, yeah. Taxis are us. No, but then the taxi fans.
No.
What are you going to say?
What's it called? Fake taxi.
Fuck off, man. No, but then, so the point is, yeah, imagine that. So,
Shit.
AI. So, yes, theoretically, right. Oh, yeah, AI is dangerous because it's going to make people redundant. But, like, companies still run Windows XP.
Yeah.
People are really thinking theoretically that companies adopt stuff quick. Solicitors still use paper and fucking filing cabinets.
There's a legal reason for that, though, isn't there?
No, you don't have to. In theory, you don't have to.
I thought it was like some problems around like digitising certain information because it can be sort of hacked.
You just have it in an encrypted file offline. But as long as you can then print it and submit someone in, you have to be able to give it in certain stuff. But as long as you have a printer, it doesn't matter.
Maybe it's the practicality of having to print it,
what
type it up and
what I'm trying to say, though, fucking industries are miles behind.
It's going to be controlled by nature.
It's going to be controlled naturally by the progression of industry, because an industry which has been slowly progressing its stuff that's using like 5th gen Intel CPUs when we're on the 12th gen, they're now not going to
bin at 20 work people off because something's coming. They might do it in a few years.
Yeah, so like to say your infrastructure is running on 6-year-old Intel works.
Yeah.
You're not now going to go out and drop £500,000 to update to the newest stuff to then let people go, to then hire, and especially hiring developers at the minute. They're a premium.
Yeah.
So you're going to, I think what it is, it's a hypothetical situation that the media have got hold of because ChatGPT is so widespread.
Sells, doesn't it?
It sells.